Before Rome ruled the Mediterranean, before Alexander's conquests reshaped the world, there was Persia, an empire vast beyond imagination, rich in culture and power. It stood as a beacon of civilization for centuries, influencing peoples and lands far beyond its borders. But what really happened behind its rise, its glory, and its eventual fall? Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the real story of the Persian Empire, its triumphs, its struggles, and its lasting legacy. It began in the 6th century BCE, when Cyrus the Great emerged from the rugged lands of Persia. A skilled diplomat and fearless warrior, Cyrus united the Medes and Persians, forging an alliance that toppled the mighty Lydian kingdom and brought Babylon's ancient walls to their knees. But unlike the conquerors before him, Cyrus was known for his mercy. He freed the Jewish captives in Babylon, allowing them to return to Jerusalem, an act recorded in the Hebrew Bible. His empire stretched from the Aegean Sea to the Indus River, ruling over a tapestry of peoples and cultures with a policy of tolerance rare in ancient times. This was the birth of the world's first true superpower. When Cyrus the Great fell, it was Darius the First who transformed Persia from a loose collection of lands into a finely tuned empire. Rising to power in 522 BCE, Darius faced revolts from every corner, from Egypt to the distant reaches of Central Asia. But with strategy and determination, he crushed the uprisings and set about reshaping the empire. He divided the vast territory into satrapies, provinces, each governed by a satrap loyal to the king, but watched by royal inspectors, the eyes and ears of the king. Darius oversaw the construction of the Royal Road, a highway stretching over 2,500 kilometers, enabling swift communication and trade from Sardis to Susa. He introduced a common currency, the gold daric, which fueled commerce across Asia, Africa, and Europe. Under Darius, Persia became not just the largest empire the world had seen, but also one of the most efficiently governed, with systems that inspired future empires for centuries to come. The Persian Empire was more than armies and kings. It was a cradle of culture, faith, and innovation that shaped civilizations for centuries. At its heart stood Zoroastrianism, one of the world's oldest monotheistic religion. Founded by the prophet Zoroaster, it taught of a cosmic struggle between light and darkness, truth and deceit. Its ideas of heaven, hell, and Judgment Day echoed later in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. But Persia's achievements reached beyond religion. Persian engineers built qanats, underground aqueducts that carried life-giving water across arid lands, turning deserts into fertile fields. Their artisans adorned Persepolis with intricate carvings of lions, lotus flowers, and delegations from distant lands bringing tribute. Scholars gathered knowledge from across the empire, blending Babylonian astronomy, Egyptian mathematics, and Indian wisdom. Through their respect for diversity and dedication to progress, the Persians created a civilization that was as brilliant as it was enduring, a beacon of human achievement in the ancient world. As Persia's borders expanded, its ambition inevitably brought it into conflict with the fiercely independent Greek city-states. Darius the Great, and later his son Xerxes, launched massive campaigns to subdue these defiant lands at the empire's western edge. The Persian forces, unmatched in size and resources, crossed the Hellespont on floating bridges and marched into Greece, determined to bring Athens and its allies to heel. But at battles like Marathon, the Athenians stunned the world by repelling the invaders. A decade later, Xerxes returned with an army said to number in the hundreds of thousands. Yet again, at Thermopylae, a small band of Spartans and their allies delayed the vast Persian host, becoming legends of courage. At Salamis, Persian ships burned, trapped by the nimble Athenian navy in narrow straits. Though mighty, Persia's vast empire struggled with stretched supply lines, rebellious provinces, and the challenge of ruling so many lands. The wars would mark the limits of Persia's westward expansion, but its power still loomed large over the ancient world. In 334 BCE, a new force emerged to challenge Persia's supremacy. Alexander the Great, the young Macedonian king whose ambition knew no bounds. Leading a well-trained and fiercely loyal army, Alexander crossed into Asia Minor, determined to topple the empire that had long dominated the region. Persian King Darius III faced Alexander's relentless advance, but was plagued by internal betrayal and faltering loyalty among his generals. The decisive Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BCE sealed Persia's fate. Alexander's tactical genius overcame the massive Persian forces, shattering their lines and forcing Darius to flee. The proud empire began to crumble as Alexander marched toward its heart. The burning of Persepolis, whether a symbolic act of revenge or a tragic accident, marked the end of Persian glory. Though the empire fell, its people, culture, and ideas survived. Woven into the fabric of the Hellenistic world, Alexander would help create. Though the Persian Empire fell to Alexander's conquests, its legacy endured far beyond the battlefield. The systems of governance established by Cyrus and perfected by Darius influenced the structure of empires for centuries, from Rome to Byzantium and even into the Islamic caliphates. Persia's respect for cultural diversity set a standard for tolerance rarely seen in ancient times, allowing art, religion, and knowledge to flourish across vast territories. Persian innovations like qanats continued to support agriculture and settlements long after the empire's fall. Persian language, traditions, and architectural styles survived and blended with those of their conquerors, creating a rich cultural tapestry that still influences the modern Middle East. Today, the story of Persia reminds us that great empires are not just built on power and conquest, but on ideas, tolerance, and the enduring spirit of human achievement. The story of the Persian Empire is one of greatness, innovation, and a timeless struggle for power and identity. From Cyrus the Great's visionary leadership to the ashes of Persepolis, Persia shaped the ancient world in ways that still resonate today. If you found this deep dive into history fascinating, don't forget to subscribe to Story Epoch. Join us on our journey as we explore lost empires, forgotten civilizations, and the moments that shaped humanity. Hit the bell icon to never miss an episode. And share your thoughts in the comments below. Which empire would you like us to uncover next? Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the stories that built our world.